This Prophet Pastor, and good morning to all of you. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching me from. Some of you are watching me on YouTube, some of you are watching me on Facebook, some of you are watching me on Periscope. I'm coming to you there. Some of you will be watching me live on Periscope, live on Facebook, live wherever you're watching me from. I greet you today. I'm coming with a message. I told you I'm a modern day prophet. Modern day prophet. We talk about the things of the day, and God has given me the gift of what I call the eyes of the scorpion. The eyes of the scorpion, these are the eyes that see in the dark. These are the eyes that see the unseen, meaning the things that you cannot see. God has given me that grace to see those things. And today I'll be sharing the topic about wise man Daniel of TB Joshua, one of wise man Daniel. What he said about TB Joshua, where he is now and what he's doing now. Some people say he's still in the ministry. Some people say no, he left the ministry. Some people say no, they are fighting with TB Joshua. The question is, what is actually happening with wise man Daniel? The kind of the things that he said about TB Joshua. Now, some of you that don't know, you can contact me at prophetpastor@gmail.com. Those of you that want prophecy, those of you that want prayers, those of you that want dream interpretation, those of you that you want to get my book Prophecy, Dreams and Visions, you can contact me using prophetpastor@gmail.com. Those of you that want my anointed beads, these anointed beads, I will send you these anointed beads. The anointed beads are my personal beads. There's no other man of God that is giving that personal gift. The man of God that if you tell them that give me your this, they cannot give it to you. But these are my personal anointed beads. I ship them to you. I ship them through DHL. I ship them all over the world, and you can receive them by sowing your 2020 seed, $220, £220, €220, or 2020 rands. That's a 2020 seed. When you sow that seed, let me tell you something. Things will begin to happen in your life like this. One man sowed the seed and he said, my green card. He was waiting for his green card for many, many years. He says, the green card I've been waiting for was issued to me. One of my sons sowed the seed in Europe, and all the permits, the permanent residency permit was given to them. Someone in the UK, they have permits issued to them. You are looking for permits. Sow that seed. When you sow that seed, I will send you my personal anointed beads. I've told you these beads, whatever delays in your life. So one lady got these anointed beads, went for a job interview. The moment he arrived for the job interview, after the interview, they told him you have the job and you start working today, not tomorrow. You work now. And the lady said, she asked them, are you sure? Are you sure about what you're saying? They said, yes, you're working today. Your job is starting now. After interview, immediately after interview, they say you're working today. That's how this anointed beads, how powerful the prophetic anointed beads are. Very powerful. Let me tell you something. It's anointed beads. One lady, she was almost killed by her husband. The husband would come and beat her up and beat her 3 children and destroy things in the house. She wore this anointed bead. From that time she wore the anointed bead, the husband never touched her again. Why? Because this anointed bead creates a force field in the marriage. It creates a force field in the family. There's a force field around you that evil spirits cannot attack you. Let me tell you something. Marriage is not natural, it's spiritual. And those of you that are married, you think that marriage is natural. It's not natural, it's spiritual. The people that are married, their husbands were fine, everything was fine. After just fine, your husband started acting funny. What happened? A spirit has entered inside him. Some of you were married, your wife was fine, everything was fine. After just finding your wife started disappearing from the house, what happened? A spirit has entered inside of him, of her, your wife. And I'm on my phone now. I'm always on my phone. Those are writing me. Very soon I'm going to be doing direct WhatsApp messages. And some of you already have my WhatsApp messages. You can contact me, but you write through email, prophetpastor@gmail.com. I'm seeing Fabian, Anthony, I see you. Abraham, thank you, I see you. You did a correction and prophesied to you, Abraham. Things are going to happen in your life because you're a man of faith. This boy is a man of faith. Let me tell you something. Something is happening. That name, let me tell you, Abraham, God has called you. That's the peace, the joy that you're looking for will only come when you in close contact with God. Close contact, because when I look from your name Abraham, and I decode it in the realm of the spirit, I see that when you're in close contact with God and close fellowship with God, blessings will begin to overflow in your life. Never ever abandon God, Abraham. I see Patrick, I greet you, Patrick. I see Godfrey. I see Money, my son, Money, I greet you. I see Jojo, my daughter, Jojo. God is going to work miracles in your life and never before. I see Emmanuel. I greet you, Emmanuel. I see Tessa, my daughter. I greet you, Tessa. God is doing something in Grenada, my daughter in Grenada. God will do something through you. Your whole family shall be protected. Let me tell you something. This COVID-19 coronavirus will not come close to your house. There are people around you that will have the coronavirus, but in your family they will not get it. Those that have these anointed beads will not get that coronavirus, Tessa. I'm speaking now. Maxine Clote, Maxine, I see you. I see Maxine Clote. I want to speak to you, Maxine Clote. Maxine Clote, I see something happening. I see something like a financial increase. I see like something like your salary being increased, or you being promoted to a new role with more salary, with more money. Something about more money, some financial increase. I'm seeing the realm of the spirit. I'm speaking to Maxine, some financial increase. Maxime, I'm looking at the phone. This is my phone. Messages are in here. I'm replying. Where's the right to me? Nomtandazo, I greet you. I told you Nomtandazo, you're protected. Let me tell you something. Although you're in your office, sometimes they're trying to fight you. They're trying to put you down. They're trying to do this. But let me tell you something. God will stabilize you in that office. You're going to get favor like never before. I see Teboko. I see Clarence. I greet you, Clarence. I see Dane Brown. I greet you, Dane Brown. You're a man of God. You're a man of God. God has called you for something. I see ministry. There's a ministry inside of you, Dane Brown. There's a ministry God wants to put inside of you, especially the prophetic. Teresta Bannister, I greet you, Teresta Bannister. Oh my goodness, there are a lot of them. I can't call all of them. There are thousands of them. I cannot call them. Mullah, Gladys Mullah, I greet you, Gladys. Your beats are coming. Your anointed beats are coming. Maria, your anointed beats. I sent you anointed beats, Maria. God is doing something. She wrote, Buenas noches, gracias, saludos. This is Spanish. Maria, this is Spanish. My daughter, she's in Miami. She speaks Spanish. Tell you, buenas noches. I speak Spanish. My goodness, buenas noches and gracias. I know you miss thank you and saludos. Maybe greetings. Maria, see Maria. Look, a lot of them. Vuyokazi. I see your message. I will respond to you. You want the anointed beats. You want to show your 2020. Like people that want to listen. Some of you have got my account. Just sold the 2020. Send the proof of payment. Put your title proof of payment 2020C. Proof of payment 2020. Send me that email. You have my account. You have my account number. You got my bank details. If you want to get my PayPal receivers detail, write to me. I'll send you the PayPal. Not PayPal. MoneyGram with receiver detail. Send to me. I'll send the MoneyGram receiver detail. A lot of them. Frida. My goodness, I cannot even call their names. I'm many. Felician, I greet you, Felician. So I want to talk about this thing. What am I talking about? I'm talking about this wise man Daniel. Where is he? And people say he's in Squan. He's not in Squan. I don't see in Squan. I'll show you where he is. You watch. I'll put the video. You see where he is and what he said about TB Joshua.
People of God, viewers all over the world. This is wise man Daniel, your brother, your son, and your friend in the Lord. God of my mentor, Senior Prophet TB Joshua, for his love, mercy, and favor upon my life. I know he loves me so much. In fact, he loves me as much as he does any of his apostles. To God be the glory for that. There are mysteries about the Synagogue Church of All Nations. I know if we ask you, what can you say about this ministry called the SCON, the Synagogue Church of All Nations? You say, well, the Synagogue Church of All Nations is the center of spiritual excellence, the arena of liberty, where miracles, signs, and wonders happen on daily basis or weekly basis, through the faculties of his able servant, Senior Prophet TB Joshua, and recently anointed apostles.
Be careful when you start criticizing men of God. Be careful, because I see people in Nigeria, they like the tendency of criticizing prophet of God. And in my channel, I've made a point in my channel that I don't criticize men of God, because a rabbi was asked, Rabbi, why is it that most people are dying young? And the rabbi says people are dying young because of chakran. So they asked the rabbi, what is chakran? He says chakran is something that burns the soul in the mouth. So they say, checking, what is that rabbi talking about? So another rabbi, many years after, started checking, what is that rabbi talking about? Then he says it's because words, they've got charges. They've got negative charges and positive charges. If you put two negative charges together, it creates a spark. For those of you that have studied electricity, people that do electrical engineering, if you put two negative together, it spark. If you put negative and positive, they go together. If you put negative together, it creates a spark. That spark, remember, every word, every letter has got a charge, got a negative and a positive, and every word has got and so if you take a word, he's got actually a negative word or a positive. That's why the word Satan is a negative word. All those evil words, the word to kill is a negative word. All those words in Hebrew is a negative word. But if you take those words together, and if you speak negative things together for a long time, you put so many negative words together, it creates spark, and that spark can burn. That's why the Bible says something. The Bible says the tongue, as small as it is, it can set the whole body on fire. It says because the tongue is like a match, it creates a spark. It creates a spark. So you can actually make a spark. At the same time, it can create a blessing. If you put too many positive words together, the positive things that you're putting together, they create blessing in your life. They're building things, they're creating things in your life. So that's why in my channel, I don't allow any negative comment. Yet, if you want to come with negative comment, I don't allow it. A negative comment are gone, deleted. And those of you that say negative comment, be blocked from my channel. Blocked. You never come to the channel again. That's the kind of man of God, because I don't want you to die. So when you see negative comment, you can say negative things in my channel, you end up dying. Come to this channel, any negative kind of comment, if you have any negative comment, keep it to yourself, swallow that comment. Don't comment and criticize. That's why I don't criticize any man of God. I'm a modern day prophet. I don't criticize man of God. That's why you see my prophets are coming to God is giving me blessing. God has not given any man of God any mandate to go about criticizing another man of God. The Bible says the Satan is the accuser of the brethren. He gets up every day to accuse other Christians. He gets up every day to accuse other prophets. Every day. The Bible says something. The Bible says, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. What are the anointed? The anointed are people like pastors, the people like evangelists, all those people that are anointed. But when it comes to the prophet, he says, do my prophet not harm. Why is he saying do my prophet not harm? Because when it comes to prophet, the devil just want to destroy the prophet. That's why I see Prophet Chibi Joshua, he gave a prophecy and he said that coronavirus will finish on the 27th. Now on the 27th of March, the coronavirus will not end. And I gave another prophet to say, I don't see any. But people took that whole thing and started criticizing Prophet Chibi Joshua. Says he's a fake prophet. One wrong prophecy cannot make a person a fake prophet. When God created us, he needed us. The desire to preach, or the need to preach the gospel, they need to evangelize, they need to prophesy, they need to do everything. That need was put inside us by God. So he needed us. We are not needy people. So don't go about criticizing Prophet Chibi Joshua says a needy person. He's a true man of God. His one prophecy that did not go the way that he said. He may have had different things because people were not praying, but it doesn't mean he's a fake prophet and people are criticizing. Some people also write to me and criticize and say this and that and that. No. I'm not a needy person. I am needed. So when I get up in the morning, I get up, who needs me? I don't think about what I need. I think about who needs me, and God needs me. God cannot create something that he doesn't need. He created me because he needed me. And because he needed me, I must do what he asked me to do. That's love. True love is doing what God has asked you to do. The love of God is not sitting and clapping your hand on Sunday in church. No, true love is doing what God has asked you to do. What God has commanded you to do, you do it. That's true love. That's the proof that you love God. So while Blind Daniel was out, he's preaching now. He's going out. He's starting on ministry. He left the school. But remember, I said to you, he was sent out to go and preach, to go and evangelize. And he has not said anything negative. Matter of fact, he even praised and thanked Prophet Chibi Joshua. That's what happens. If you're a son of a prophet, one of my sons, that's why none of my sons defied me. All my sons are a blessing to me. All my sons, all my daughters, all over the world, they're a blessing. I got thousands of them. They're a blessing to me. They get up every day, they thank me and they bless me. Every day they thank me and some percent seed, they send this, they send that. Let me tell you why. Because we receive prophecy, what I call the realm of God. We see far beyond what others can see. That's why when I prophesied, the prophecy came exactly. When I prophesied about Donald Trump, I prophesied about Boris Johnson, all of them came exactly as I was prophesying. Exactly. I prophesied about this coronavirus. They came exactly as I was saying. I said it started in China, it came exactly as I was saying. I said it was created. It was not something that just came from nowhere. It was created in the laboratory. I prophesied, it came exactly. So what am I saying? I'm saying when you get up in the morning, whatever I want to do, don't do things because of what people say. Do things because of those that need you. That's why the Bible says Jesus was moved with compassion. He was about doing good and healing all the sick. He was moved with compassion. For miracles to start working in your life, you must move with compassion. Compassion is not about what you need. Compassion is who needs you. Compassion means that I'm not acting because of the way I feel. I'm acting because of who needs me. There are many people that need me. There are many people that write, they need me. If I look at my email, more than 1,800, 1,900, every time I got it, almost 500, 600 emails a day. It's it's a lot of people that needs me. So I'm not preaching for the people that don't need me. I'm preaching for those that need me. And for those that need me, the blessing of God will come in their life. That's why I give this anointed beads to them. I give anointed beads to me. I'll send this anointed beads. For those that they need me. Those are the ones that I give the anointed beads. It works. Those that have these anointed beads, nobody has come back to me and said, I've got coronavirus. Those are what is anointed beads. No one man has come back to me and say, man of God, I was wearing your anointed beads. I found that I got coronavirus. Because it's a plague. This plague will not come close to your house. It will not come close. The Bible says, God told Moses, tell your people, the people that I'm going to send a plague in Egypt, and I'm tell them to mark a blood on their door. When that blood is marked on their door, when the death angel comes, will skip their house. When the coronavirus comes, will skip your house. It will not come into your house. It will skip your house. Let me tell you something. Many people have forgotten where they came from. The Bible says there was a Pharaoh, a wicked Pharaoh that attacked the children of Israel, that attacked Moses and the children of Israel. He attacked them. He attacked those people. But what you don't understand about that Pharaoh is that the Pharaoh forgot that those people that he were attacking, they were chosen of God. He was trying to destroy them, but he forgot that they were chosen. There was a Pharaoh in the days of Joseph that promoted Joseph, made good Joseph governor over Egypt.